Hey everyone,
Why, hello there.
and welcome to Fanning Outs with My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
I am Mackenzie.
I am Kyle, and Mackenzie is our designated fan of this series. She has seen it, I don't know how many times, but she's definitely a fan of
At
it.
least 3 times all the way through that I know of. But all of the movies only once. So hopefully you're watching along on Patreon whenever those come to it. But Kyle has not seen it at all.
I have not seen it at all. Or at least not this episode or beyond. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Today's episode is a fun one. It's called The Hooffields and McColts, which tells me, ooh, we're getting into Westerns. I love Westerns.
I mean, maybe, Kyle. You just never know. You just never know.
Yeah. But I'm hoping for some good old Applejack action. Apple Jackson? That's not.
Apple Jackson. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Maybe we'll see her as Michael Jackson at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeehaw. Let's do it.
Does every animal have their copy of Wuthering Hooves? Hooray! I love Furry Friends Book Club. Now, did some pony leave a light on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Ignore it!
It's me. We'll continue this discussion when I get back.
Yep.
You're here! Isn't this exciting?
Love that her symbol almost acts like a
you
silk.
were called too. Thank goodness. I feel so much
Like
better
glowing
going with a friend.
Spirit that you
I
follow.
was about to come and get you, but then I got distracted.
Oh,
Ever since the map called us, I've been doing a ton of research. Testing out potential friendship problems.
speaking of which, where are we going?
The Smoky Mountains.
What?
Oh, I've never
Isn't that
been
a real
there
place?
before.
Neither have I, and there isn't a lot of information on them. All I could find was this. The Smoky Mountain harbor the most beautiful valley in all of Equestria between its 2 majestic mountain peaks.
That's gorgeous.
Normally they call these like
Where
a
there's nature,
play on words
there's a
thing.
ton of
That's an
animal
actual
friends.
place.
I can't wait to get started. I'm a little nervous since that's all I could find. I usually like to be a bit more prepared.
You seem pretty prepared to me.
It'd be wild if they actually stepped into our reality in this
Are
episode. I'd be
those
like, what?
For us?
Yep, I've prepared our things. Snacks, books, blankets, books.
You said books twice.
There are a lot of books.
Can't even make sure it matched.
What do you think our friendship problem's gonna be?
Appearance.
I don't know.
Probably that to start.
But I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We're creating a friendship problem.
Sorry, I've been a little skiddly boppy boo. I just can't believe
Skiddly boppy
it's
boo.
finally happening.
Oh,
Cute.
oh there's
Not
a
cute.
war. There's a war going on. How fun.
Equestria is happening.
It's nothing like your book said it would be.
This is not a
Oh boy,
Western.
I'm feeling very
It's like,
unprepared.
where's
Where
Applejack?
do we even start?
Maybe by figuring out where the flying pumpkins are coming from?
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Hello, excuse us, but what are you doing?
We're pumpkining our neighbors.
Yes, but, why are you pumpkining your neighbors?
Well, because the McColts are just plain rotten. Hey, wait a tick. Who are you two? You're not spies for the McColts, are ya?
I am Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, and I'm here to solve your friendship problem.
I'm Fluttershy, and, I'm here too.
Aw.
Ma Hooffield, pleased to meet you, but you're wasting your time. We don't have a friendship problem. We have a McColt.
She sounds like Jane Lynch.
And there's absolutely no friendship there.
No friendship there.
All right, we got our Western sorta.
Well,
Weird to
maybe
not have
there could
Applejack
be
or
if we
any of the
figure out
apples
what the
in this.
McColts did to make you so mad.
Oh, well, they've done so many things. Why, just today, they shot pebbles at our farmhouse and wrecked it. See, we're not very good at building, so all it took was a little pebble. But still,
All it took was a little pebble, since we're not very good at building.
No,
Oh yeah.
I know a what to
Mouse
do.
House is gone.
We're gonna talk with these McColts and hear their side of the story. Once we have all the facts, we can put an end to this using reason and rationale.
Good plan.
That is not probably up
That's
their
why
alley.
she's the princess.
In the meantime, could you please call off the pumpkining?
Oh, all right.
Thanks.
Hey,
Come on, Fluttershy.
last week we did the Halloween episode, so, you know, this almost pairs well with
State
that.
your business.
Don't even bother. They're probably spies for the Hooffields.
Hey, wait. You're an alicorn. I thought just the 3 princesses were alicorns.
She is one of them.
There are 4 alicorn princesses in Equestria now. I am Twilight Sparkle, the princess of friendship.
And I'm Fluttershy.
We have a new princess? When did that happen? And how did the Hooffields come by a princess spy?
We are not spies. Why does every pony assume we're spies?
Right question.
Because we don't get a lot of visitors. I'm Big Daddy
Big
McColts.
Daddy.
You caught us at a weird time. We're in the middle of a giant feud with our terrible neighbors!
Got quite some gift on him.
Well, actually, that's why we're here. To solve your problem with the Hooffields.
So you're here to help us get rid of them.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
If you ain't for us, you're against
I
us.
love the colors.
We have to travel a ways away to buy our food. And now, we'll be stuck eating the pumpkins the Hooffields launched at us. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin soup,
So,
pumpkin
you're welcome?
quesadillas, pumpkin paella, pumpkin seeds, pumpkin pie,
Shrimp,
pumpkin
shrimp.
frittatas. Actually, that all sounds pretty
I was
good.
gonna say, you don't know how to garden, but you know how to cook. Bake.
Attention, Hooffields and McColts. I'm not on any pony side, but I can see you're both wasting time and resources on being mean to each other. Ponies are supposed to help each other and be kind, so let's stop this senseless fighting!
She acts like it's so easy just to...
There, that should do it.
Took care of
Ready
it.
to go home, Fluttershy?
I'd love to.
How does
but
she...
If we solve the problem already,
Always.
shouldn't our cutie marks be glowing
Right.
again?
Oh yeah, they should be glowing any minute now.
How can Twilight be this slow to the take?
Uh.
Fluttershy is there for a reason, not just there to keep you company. Twilight can't just assume she can just fix the problem on her own. That's not how this works.
I guess
You
we should
ripped
find
a
out why
book?
the Hooffields are launching tomatoes now.
If you smush them tomatoes in the slingshot, they won't break on the McColts.
What are you doing? I asked you to stop fighting.
Oh, is that what you were hollering about? We thought the McColts rubbed you the wrong way, so we tomatoed them for you. My mistake. Stop the tomato slingshots! Reload the tomato slingshots! We're gonna paint their mountaintop
Obviously, they
red!
need each other.
Feels like the Hatfields have the better end of the deal, though. They just have to keep waiting and, like, make nets.
Right, but they're the good builders.
Yeah, but,
And-
like,
and-
they're not gonna throw buildings at the Muse. They're gonna just throw food at them that they can eat, though.
Yeah, and the McColts are good gardeners. They need
It was
each
a good
other.
plan. We need to think of another one, and soon.
Not to worry. I'll just, find the root of the problem and work from there.
Girl, what are you doing?
Like, she's
Pardon
not
us,
wrong.
Mom, but do you remember what started this whole feud in the first place?
They know what they did.
I'm starting to think neither of you know what either of you have done.
Sure we do. Them Hooffields did us a grave injustice some time ago for some reason. Here!
Okay, backup plan to the backup plan. Maybe we can find some common ground that you can bond over. What do you do when you're not fighting?
That's easy. Getting ready to fight.
What do you hope to get out of fighting?
The satisfaction of winning!
Of winning what?
The fight, of course, to prove our family is the best.
The best at what?
Winning! Haven't you been listening?
Only thing they have in common is that they both want to win a fight and neither of them know what it's over. How can I end this feud if I don't know
It's a
what
big
it's about?
circle.
Ooh,
keeps
maybe
circling
somebody
back.
just needs to say they're sorry.
That's a good idea. And friendship solution number 48. but we can move it up. This apology cake will go a long
Oh no,
way
they're
to
gonna
making
Trojan
amends
horse
between
them.
you two.
They're totally
Which part of
Trojan
my
horsing
argument changed
them.
your mind? The part where I said the
They're gonna
benefits
jump
of
out
friendship
and
outweigh the cost of war?
attack.
Or the part where I said forgiveness is an investment in happiness?
Yeah, all of it.
Twilight, you
Wait,
cannot be
are
this
you even
naive.
listening to me?
Who goes there?
It's Ma Hooffield.
Hooffield alert! Arm the cannons!
With an apology cake.
Did you say cake? As in cake?
Consider it a gesture of goodwill from us to you.
Come on, Twilight. You cannot be this
I haven't
naive.
had cake in ages.
Open the gate!
The rule.
It's such a beautiful cake.
I do like the patch and
Think
stuff.
of this as more than just a cake. It's the first step in the long road to forgiveness.
Nothing says let's be friends like a cake that says let's be friends. I wrote that in icing on the top.
For glory!
McColts! Assume down to force formation!
I'm not sure they want to stop fighting. I think this is like literally. They want this to go on forever, clearly.
You planted
And honestly, it looks like a lot of fun, actually.
Wait.
Makes me want to see
apologizing.
when it's safe to do an outing like this, like some kind of like
We didn't do anything wrong.
What
dodgeball
are you
or
talking about? You done so
Paintball.
many things.
Right.
Not as many as you.
something to that effect. Or there's also video game playing in this sprite. Oh,
No Man's Land.
Maybe stop saying words altogether.
Could you just politely shut up?
Twilight feels like she's a failure.
Don't give up.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if we can do this at all. Even if I make things right, they're just gonna fight again.
Hey, little fellas. Well, that's okay. You can come out.
What was that?
Aww.
Oh, you poor things. There isn't enough food here for you. And you're freezing.
Aw.
I'm gonna take you all home with me and get you all hot cocos. How do you feel about book clubs?
Get it? This was supposed to be the most beautiful valley in all of Equestria. What happened?
They happened.
What's that? Oh. Uh-huh. Twilight. They know what happened here.
That's why Twilight is trying to
You
brother.
have to listen to me!
There's hope that this might actually work out.
Ponies, freeze!
Giant spell. Freeze everybody.
Fluttershy, you have to tell them! It's a lot harder to freeze an army of ponies than just 6 of them!
Before you keep fighting, there is something you should know. When they found the valley between the Smoky
That looks
Mountains,
so similar.
they knew it was something special. So they made a promise to each other to protect and preserve
the
valley
colors
for all
in
its
some of these
adorable
things.
furry inhabitants. They disagreed on how to go about it. Grub wanted to start by planting crops so that every pony would have something to eat. But Piles thought it would be better to start by building a shelter to protect them against the cold and wind. The two ponies
need
were
both.
unable to come to an understanding, so Piles went ahead and built a shelter anyway, exactly where Grub was going to start his farm.
This is hilarious.
Grub was upset, so he tore down Piles' shelter so he could plant his crops. They kept fighting back and forth until it turned into a feud.
Well, it sounds like one of them started it, and it was him. Right there. Technically.
The valley suffered from the constant destruction until finally the Hooffields and McColts moved to separate mountains. Even then, the valley and all the animals in it continued to be caught in the crossfire. You see, by fighting, you're destroying the very thing that brought you here in the first place. So it's time you both put your differences aside and come together. If not for yourself, then for the sake of these cute and cuddly guys.
Oh, shucks. We never meant to hurt you little critters.
Yeah, we're sorry.
They say they accept your apology.
Princess, you can unfreeze us now.
Oh, right.
Ma Hooffield, we promise we won't fight you no more.
Us too. Except we promise not to fight you. I suppose it doesn't matter who's right. We're both wrong.
Well, that's one thing we can agree on.
Ew. Never been keen on that.
This is wonderful. I am so
Just realized
proud of you
his
two.
cutie mark is covered.
Thanks, Princess. Though I would just like to point out that I was the first to admit I was wrong.
That may be, but I promise not to fight first. That counts for more.
Oh, yeah? Oh, all right. We don't have to speak animal to know what y'all are saying. Truce.
Truce.
That's pretty.
Ain't that a pretty sight?
Sure
That's
is.
cute. Unfortunately, the statue is the one that's
McColts are
gonna
help us rebuild
require as
our
much
homes.
upkeep.
Good ones this time.
And the Hooffields are gonna help us grow some
I love
crops.
it.
Not pumpkins.
No pumpkins.
Thanks for teaching us that friendship is so much better than winning a silly argument.
There you go.
Yay! I told you we'd figure it out.
We did. And we didn't need my friendship portfolio to do it. We just needed each other. So, what do you think will happen next? We've all been called by the map now.
Huh, I'm sure we'll find out when we get home.
How is she supposed to
If
fly
it
with
summons
that
all
on?
6 of us to another place, or another pony we weren't expecting. What if it wants us to solve other kinds of problems like quantum physics, or why the apple doesn't fall far from the tree?
Well, wasn't that interesting? That was not at all what I was expecting, even a little bit.
But Hatfields and McCoy, so you knew there was going to be some kind of feuding families, but that's about it.
Yeah, and that, of course, this reminded me right off the bat of this old PC game in the 90s that I remember playing on a PC. And it was like these gorillas that you would try to estimate the elevation and, well, the force, basically. And it was like this weird, like, teaching kids to learn how gravity and force momentum works. And you would just keep throwing bananas until you would either hit the gorilla or you would create a big enough hole that the gorilla's building that they're standing on would collapse and they would fall down through it. But that reminds me of these two, like, weird flashback I'm having. If you guys remember the name of that game, please let me know. It was evident right away where this was going to go. I didn't know exactly how they were going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how Twilight forgets. This is like, I don't think the first time she's sort of forgotten. There's more to the equation. If you're called upon, there's 2 of you that are called upon, both of you need to be part of this equation. It can't just be one of you taking the charge.
I might have to look that back up. But yeah. So having her and Fluttershy at the same time definitely hasn't happened. So it was neat to have everybody have their own, once again, a new dynamic team form up to solve a friendship problem. And perhaps that's another reason why underlying Twilight might have thought, this is more of my bag than Fluttershy's, so I'll do what I can. But like, we never get that outright, but that's at least my opinion on it.
So
You also think about it, like, had you just like, oh, I learned what your history was, and this is why you guys are fighting. It's like, great. So this is why we're still fighting. And this reason was the animals. The animals is the reason why we shouldn't be fighting, because we are not only affecting ourselves, but we are affecting somebody else that is an innocent in all of this.
Yeah.
So we needed Fluttershy there just to be like, more than anything else. Yeah. Give them the stare. Just be like,
That's right. Yeah. I don't have much other comments on it other than I enjoy the episode. It's a fun one. I love seeing this whole back and forth and like finding excuses for why they need to fight. It would have been
beautiful fountain at the end. Beautiful fountain.
Oh, so beautiful. Yeah. I mean, the shrub they have to maintain, and the other one they have to maintain them both. But of course, the statue's gonna polish it. Yeah, they have to polish the other one, but it's still cool, and I would love to see some kind of art. And I love what a beautiful symbol to associate with what they are. One is about gardening, so it's a plant, and the other one is about building structures and shelters, so they build a statue. It's cute. I love that. The colors were my favorite part of this episode. I love, not always like toned down, but I really love like slightly neutral colors, and like everyone in this, not like boring, depressing, but like just like still vibrant in their own way, but kind of just toned down a little bit. It's just classy. It's so, I love when they do that in these episodes.
And color theory, blue and orange are completely opposite sides of the color wheel too. So it was kind of fun to see.
But they're also considered complementary colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe there was something metaphorical in that. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's a good episode.
Yeah, I agree. It was fun.
Any other thoughts?
I don't have anything. No, that's all I got today.
Well then, everybody, thanks so much for fanning out with us this week.
Fans out.